Life has a way of shifting without warning, doesn't it? One moment you feel steady, confident, and aligned with where you're going, and the next moment everything feels unfamiliar, like the ground beneath you has quietly moved. These changes don't always arrive gently. Sometimes they come crashing in, leaving confusion, frustration, and a deep sense of exhaustion behind. In those moments, it's easy to wonder what went wrong or why things couldn't just stay the way they were. But sudden turns don't mean failure. They mean life is still unfolding. Growth rarely comes from comfort. It comes from learning how to stand again when things feel uncertain, and from discovering parts of yourself you didn't know you had when everything felt easy. The weight of hard days. Some days carry a heavier weight than others. It might be something small that slowly chips away at your patience, or something big that takes your breath and leaves you sitting in silence, unsure of what comes next. Hard days have a way of making you question yourself, your choices, and your ability to keep going. But feeling worn down doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. Strength isn't about never struggling. It's about continuing even when you're tired, confused, or discouraged. Every time you show up on a difficult day, even imperfectly, you're proving your resilience in ways that matter more than you realize. You are not defined by your struggles. It's easy to let difficult seasons shape how you see yourself. When challenges linger, you may start believing they define you, that the setbacks are somehow a reflection of who you are. But your struggles are chapters, not your identity. They are experiences that shape you, refine you, and teach you, but they do not diminish your worth. Who you are is revealed not by what knocks you down, but by the quiet determination that helps you rise again. Even when progress feels slow, every step forward counts, and every effort you make is proof that you are still moving toward something greater. Choosing how you respond. There are many things in life you can't control. Unexpected losses, other people's actions, or circumstances that simply don't make sense. But one thing that always remains in your hands is how you respond. That choice holds incredible power. Choosing patience when frustration feels easier, choosing hope when fear feels louder, and choosing kindness when bitterness feels tempting are not small decisions. They shape your character and protect your peace. Responding with intention doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means acknowledging the pain while refusing to let it harden your heart or steal your future. Faith as your steady anchor. When everything around you feels unstable, faith becomes the place where you find solid ground. People may disappoint you, plans may unravel, and dreams may take unexpected turns, but God's love remains constant. Faith doesn't promise a life without hardship. It promises you won't walk through it alone. In moments when you feel overwhelmed, faith gently reminds you that there is a bigger picture unfolding, even if you can't see it yet. It's the quiet reassurance that you are held, guided, and deeply loved, no matter how uncertain the road ahead feels. The quiet strength of prayer. Prayer is not about having perfect words or knowing exactly what to ask for. It's about honesty. It's about showing up just as you are, tired, hopeful, confused, grateful, or unsure, and placing those feelings into God's hands. Prayer creates space to breathe when life feels heavy. It allows you to release what you were never meant to carry alone, and to trust that something greater is at work. Even when answers don't come right away, prayer brings peace by reminding you that you are connected to something far bigger than the moment you're facing. Letting go of control. One of the hardest lessons in life is realizing you can't fix everything. Holding tightly to outcomes, people, or plans often leads to more frustration than peace. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting. It means understanding that some things unfold beyond your effort or understanding. When you release the need to control every detail, you create room for calm, clarity, and healing. Trusting God with what you can't change doesn't make challenges disappear, but it makes them easier to carry, because you no longer feel like the weight rests entirely on your shoulders. Finding meaning in broken places. When things fall apart, it's natural to believe that something has ended for good. But broken moments often become the foundation for something new. Growth, understanding, and compassion are often born from the very experiences we wish we could erase. God has a way of working through the cracks, bringing light into places that once felt hopeless. What feels like loss today may one day reveal itself as transformation. The pain may shape you, but it doesn't have the final word. Renewal does. Choosing love over bitterness. Disappointment can quietly turn into bitterness if you let it settle in your heart. People will fail you, and expectations will sometimes go unmet, but holding on to resentment only deepens the hurt. Love, on the other hand, creates freedom. Choosing love doesn't mean excusing pain. It means refusing to let it poison your spirit. God's love offers a model of forgiveness, patience, and grace that protects your peace and keeps your heart open, even after disappointment. Trust that protects your peace. Trusting fully in God is not always easy, especially when life feels unfair or confusing. But that trust becomes a shield for your peace. When you place your confidence in something unshakable, you no longer feel tossed around by every setback. Trust allows you to move forward without constantly looking back in fear. It reminds you that even when things don't unfold the way you hoped, you are still being guided toward something meaningful. Joy that comes from within. True joy isn't dependent on perfect circumstances. It doesn't come from having everything figured out or from life going exactly as planned. Joy grows from faith, from gratitude, and from choosing hope even in uncertain seasons. It's found in quiet moments of reflection, in small acts of kindness, and in the reassurance that your life has purpose beyond what you can see right now. This kind of joy doesn't fade when challenges appear. It strengthens you through them, being a light for others. As you navigate your own struggles, remember that someone around you may be facing their own quiet battles. Your kindness, patience, or simple presence can become a source of light for someone else. You don't need to have all the answers to make a difference. Sometimes listening, encouraging, or offering compassion is enough. When you choose to love others while still learning and growing yourself, you reflect the very grace that sustains you. Holding on to hope. No matter how uncertain life feels, hope remains a powerful force. It lifts your head when discouragement tries to pull it down. It reminds you that this moment is not the end of your story. Your hope is rooted in something greater than circumstances, stronger than disappointment, and deeper than fear. Keep walking forward, even when the path isn't clear. With faith guiding you and love grounding you, you'll find the strength to keep going, and the peace to trust that brighter days are still ahead.